no matter what high-ticket service you provide, if you're afraid to call your clients gay, you will never get them the results. And it's because you're afraid to put the relationship on the line. And you should be putting your relationship with your clients on the line every single day. Because as a high-ticket service provider, it is your job, it is your responsibility to call your clients out on their BS and hold them accountable. Now, why should you listen to a random guy on YouTube talking about calling your clients gay? It is because I have a growth partner agency. I'm a high-ticket service provider myself, and I help other high-ticket service providers market and sell their services. So I have seen hundreds of businesses and work with dozens of people selling high-ticket services, and I've worked with hundreds of new leads being onboarded, right? And the thing that I keep seeing is that people who are afraid to call their clients gay and are walking on eggshells when talking to prospects, they're walking on eggshells when talking to clients, they never get client results. For some reason, their clients perform worse, they are less sharp in business, and they don't see the results that they want to see. So if you are afraid to even jokingly call your clients gay, then you fall into this category. And you are actually doing your clients a disservice by being afraid and acting out of fear and being unable to call your clients gay. Now, what do I even mean by calling them gay to begin with? Well, I call people gay for things that they do when they are avoidant, when they are acting out of fear, when they are doing something that they know they shouldn't be doing. And I'm calling them gay jokingly because, bro, like, you should just be doing the thing that you need to be doing. For example, someone is avoiding outreach, right? Then what I will do, I'll call them gay for it. Like, what are you afraid? Some random person on the internet being mad at you, and therefore you are not sending your outreach messages, not getting in front of the right people, and you're not selling to the right people just because you are afraid. Just because you are acting out of the fear that some random person on the internet will be mad at you. Is that really a reasonable fear? No, it is not. It is not a reasonable fear. And the same goes with content as well, right? Now, if someone is overthinking, for example, when it comes to content, this is something that happens to me as well. Like, I've recorded this video multiple times and because I was overthinking. And that is kind of gay, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, I'm just talking to a camera. There's no real repercussion for me messing up one time, two times, or even three times. So no one really cares. So me not doing this first take is kind of gay, I ain't gonna lie. And the people that are politically correct, the coaches, consultants, agency owners who are like, I need to be perfect and I need to have this polished version of myself on sales calls. I need to have this polished version of myself when I onboard people and take them on as clients and in the client relationship itself. Those are the people that never truly address the real problems. Because internally, I have a belief that if you cannot take a joke, you also cannot take the truth. Because often a joke, which is in a big way true, like, for example, if someone tells me that I'm short, right, and they make a joke by me being short, they're correct. Like, I'm not that tall. I'm 5'6", you know, like, come on. But if I cannot take that joke, then I will also not be able to take the truth. Because the reason I cannot take that joke is because I am offended by the truth. So if you cannot take a joke, it's typically because there's some element of truth to it. You know, us as humans, we deal with bad things in life by creating humor. Like, we deal with things evil by making jokes about them. And if you cannot take a joke, then you also cannot take the truth. So if you're in a conversation with your clients and you try to always walk on eggshells, always just in order to close them, in order to take money from their pocket, when they're your prospect, you're being like, yes, I'm this polished version, I have no flaws, all of my clients succeed, and I'm just this best service provider ever, I'm the best agency owner, coach, consultant, and everything. You're lying to them, right? This is not actually true. You're only doing this and you're walking on eggshells to sign them on as a client. And then guess what? These people that you then end up signing, people will be a pain in the ass. And not because of themselves, but because of you. Because you walked on eggshells, you did not establish a standard of honesty with your client, and therefore now it's weird. Now you're walking on eggshells. Now you're trying to be someone you are not, and you are introducing inefficiency in your business. And if you do this with one client, it is not only that you waste time with one client, but you also are unable to take on new, better clients. So if you have a coaching business, consulting business, or agency business, and you take on clients, and you are always this perfect person, right? Like you talk smoothly, you're a smooth talker, you're a smooth manipulator, you have this best content, you have amazing reels, your DM setting script is mwah. Well, often then it leads you to the point where you have to engineer everything. You have to engineer all of the steps of the client relationship instead of just being yourself. Because if you're just authentic and you just authentically are able to joke and just tell your clients what you actually think, then that's it, right? Then the communication becomes super easy. Very often when I talk to clients, by the way, I have a couple clients that are scaling to 20, 50 grand a month, and they come to me asking me, hey, David, what do I tell my client that is not paying me and I want to use that money to invest into my business, but now I don't know what to do? And I'm like, okay, we have the thing that you just told me recorded on Fathom. Go back to the Fathom recording and say the exact same thing. Tell your client the exact same thing that you just told me. And why is that? Is because you just have to tell the truth to your client. But because they have been walking on eggshells and trying to be perfect for the client, therefore they don't know what to say, because they're like, oh, what will not enrage the client? What will be the perfect thing to say so that they have the best experience? Well, you can just go to the client and tell them that, hey, Mr. Client, I have this payment that I would like to make as an investment into my business, and you not paying for the invoice leaves me in a place where I need to wait for your payment. So I don't know what to do. Can you please help me? This is what you should tell your client in these situations. This is what you should tell leads in these situations, right? So just be honest and just be authentic instead of trying to engineer human connection, personal trust, engineer authenticity. That is even better. Like when I'm making content, right? I didn't even know what I was gonna record about. Like I have no idea what I'm gonna say next, right? This train of thought is completely made up. Like I have no clue, but I trust in the process and I trust in authenticity so that I'm led in a direction where it makes sense. But maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe some of you are bored already, but I don't care. Because when you finally stop trying to be perfect, when you finally stop trying to be that amazing service provider that you want to be, and you finally are able to call people gay and joke about it, then you unlock a whole new level of consciousness, and you unlock a whole new level of business as well. Because your clients will feel that standard. Your clients will not get offended anymore because they realize that when you call them gay, it is with love. Because you have done the discovery, you have asked the questions that you needed to ask to have full context. And when you call your clients gay, your clients will understand. But until you start introducing that, a lot of people, when you first call them gay, they will fall off, and it's not a problem. So don't be scared when you call them gay or you call them out on their BS, they get afraid. Don't be scared. That is a normal thing that happens whenever you increase your standards. But as a closing note, if you have a high ticket service and you don't call your clients gay, you are doing them the service, so call them gay. That's it. And now if you're a high ticket service provider yourself in the coaching space, so coach, consultant, or agency owner providing for online coaches, then you can also book a call below and talk with me personally, where we would audit your business. This is most definitely a sales call. If you're afraid to being pitched, go away, please, because I like to be pitched myself and I like to pitch other people as well. So if you're afraid to being pitched, then go away. Otherwise, please, let's have a call and let's have a conversation about how you can make more money and how I or we, if you decide to work with my agency, can potentially help you. Other than that, just go to my Instagram, follow me down below. You can see clips of these videos and just random other shit as well. So just go there, and yeah, that should be it. Have a good day, subscribe, leave a comment. Bye-bye.